Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026. It is a collective general reading. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. I keep feeling something over here. My cat's downstairs. I'm in the house alone. Someone may be watching you this week. Okay, I don't know why. I never get that type of message. Okay, tapping into the Capricorn collective. And if I said Cancer, maybe you're dealing with a Cancer. Tapping into the Capricorn, that just threw me off. Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What do they not see coming for the week of August 16th, 2026? What do they not see coming this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Someone's watching you or waiting for you. Thief. This came up in your reading a couple months ago, and the first thing I was like, make sure your security's on, your blink cameras. I'm not a fear-mongering tarot reader, but I do my own readings, weekly readings like this, using this deck. And whenever that's, I'm like, I make sure my blink cameras are on. You know, if I have to replace the batteries, I do. I make sure the door is locked. So make sure like your car doors are locked, something like that. You know, even the shed. So I don't think that's your whole reading this week, but that was the first thing that I got. So maybe someone is kind of scouting you or your house or something like that. So again, right on the bottom of the deck, we have Stalker. I told you I felt someone watching you. Okay, let's get into this reading. I don't think it's as scary, but, you know, better safe than sorry, right? So just make sure that the doors and windows are locked. For Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is Thief something they do not see coming this week? Also, maybe close your shades at night, you know, your blinds or something like that, your curtains. One more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy, we have Judgment, 10 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and the Hierophant. Situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. 5 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 5 of Wands. What is happening to my Capricorn collective this week? Okay, let's get some cards here on the table. Judgment. Why is the Judgment here? One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the King of Pentacles, that's you in your highest vibration, whether you're masculine or feminine. Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands. I don't hate it. All right, 10 of Swords. Why is the 10 of Swords here? One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So there's a recovery here. Okay. 7 of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Swords, clarified by the Tower, the World, and the 5 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. Clarify the Hierophant. One more shuffle. Thank you. 8 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Who's this person here? Tell me about someone's obsessed with you, watching you, stalking you. Could be online, in person. It could be someone if you live with them. They're just kind of keeping an eye on you to see how you're acting. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Moon. Yeah, they're watching you. Empress and the Hermit. They're watching you. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Swords. Okay. I don't want to scare anyone out there. I'm just going to tell you what's here. And it's a predictive reading. And I guess we'll see how the week plays out. I'm getting a lot of messages for you. Message number 1. You clearly have had a 10 of Swords experience here with someone, okay? I feel like it's been very difficult for you to like pick up the pieces, okay, after this. But it looks like that's what you're trying to do. Now, I have 2 different groups of you. Group A, you've had that 10 of Swords, heartbreak, devastation, betrayal between you and another individual. It's been very difficult for you to pick yourself back up again and try to reinvest in this connection, okay? This person's 7 of Swords you, and you don't really trust them. However, you still want the connection to work, whether it's with a friend, a family member, a lover. You still want it to work, and this week it looks like you're going to try to make it work with this person. However, there's a part of you that still does not trust them. Maybe some of you have some Scorpio. I know Scorpios have some trust issues. So maybe you have some Scorpio in your chart. I don't know, because the tower for me sometimes comes up as Scorpio. But anyway, the feeling I get here is you're doing your best to try to make things work with someone that betrayed you at some point in time in the past. This person is watching you. They want the reconciliation like you do. They don't know how fast or slow to go with this reconciliation. So if it's a friend and you had a fallout with them, and this week you're like, I'm going to try to move past this because they've been my best friend for 20 years. This person doesn't know how fast or slow to go. So it's almost like if you text great stuff, they're going to text great stuff back. If you text them twice a day, they're only going to text you twice a day. There's like a mirroring here. It's not because they're trying to fool you again or sabotage anything between you and them. They just don't know what speed to go at, okay? They're looking to put this back together again like you are, but they're waiting on your cue. So if you text good morning, you know that you get a good morning back. Or you say good morning in the house, they say good morning back. This is not going to be the person that jumps in and is like, hey, Friday night, I got tickets to a show and let's go. That's not that. This person is watching you to see what speed reconciliation could happen. So that's message number one. Message number two, you had the 10 of Swords encounter. You don't trust this person again. You never want them in your life again. Okay, you are conversing here with someone else, and you don't know if you could trust this person because you're not quite over the pain or the betrayal that past person did. So you're talking to a friend this week and things seem to be going okay, but you don't really know if you can trust them because the last friend screwed you over. You're talking to someone new here, you're interested in dating. You don't know if you can trust them because the last person you dated or you were involved with screwed you over terribly. So you're going to have to take the message how it resonates to you. You are dealing with a trust issue this week. You're either trying to reconcile an issue between you and a person that you don't trust, or you have something new here that's being created between you and another, and you can't trust them because of some betrayal you experienced in the past. And it doesn't have to be tit for tat, meaning this doesn't have to be a lover 10 of sworded you, and this is now a new lover. This could just be you and a friend, and you don't know if you could trust a friend because your spouse betrayed you. And so rolling in the back of your mind is like, okay, I'm listening to everything this person's saying to me, but I don't even know if I could take it at face value and trust it, because the last time I trusted someone 100%, they 7 of Swords, 10 of Swords to me, and it was the last person on earth I thought would do that to me. So this week, you're dealing with a trust issue. Okay, group one, you want to reconcile. You're having an issue here. And I don't know if you're saying that to this person, but underlining in your energy is, I really hope that this works out, but I don't know if I'm ever going to trust this person again. And for those of you where it's just you're interacting with someone else, could be an air sign, maybe another earth sign like yourself. You don't know if you can trust them because of what someone else did in the past. Either way, the person you are interacting with this week, whether it's the one you want reconciliation with or someone else, they know something is up here with you. They know that you're not trusting them. Again, either because of something they did or something that someone else did to you. So you just have someone here who's trying to mirror your speed. Even if it's just you and your neighbor talking, they could tell something is off with you and they're just going to mirror your speed. Anything else you need to know about this person's energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Swords. Everything I said is the truth. Queen of Cups, King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Hangman. Regardless of who this person is, there's respect or love or admiration. Okay, it could be a romantic partner here. I just want you to know, if you feel like they're not making an effort, they are. They're just going at your speed because they know you don't trust them. Again, either something they did or something that someone else did. I want to grab 3 cards for those of you where you have someone who may be contemplating, like, I don't know, doing something a bit more nefarious, okay, with that stalker card, the thief card. The girl is sitting in the car here. Make sure your car doors are locked. Again, the house. If you have security, put it on. If you got your blink cameras, make sure they're working. Stuff like that. Close your windows at night. It's just for this week, okay? It's not indefinite. You don't have to live like that indefinitely, but it's better to be safe than sorry. 3 cards for that safe, be safe, Yeah, better to be safe than sorry message I got. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Swords, someone's watching you. Three of Pentacles and Page of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So someone is watching you. Someone younger, someone immature. Could actually be two people. Do they need to be worried about this? I don't want to leave you on that note. Do they need to be worried about this? One more shuffle. Thank you. Do you need to be worried about this? Two of Cups, no. If we would have received an Ace or Major Arcana card, that would be a yes. Two of Cups, the Fool, and the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. Yeah. I would still practice, you know, always better to be safe than sorry. Do I think that they're going to burglarize you this week or something like that? No. But again, better to be safe or sorry because someone is watching you. And I remember I pulled similar cards 2 summers ago. I bought an electric lawnmower. And I got a bit of a shady neighbor that lives behind the creek behind me. Thank God there's a waterway between him and I. He doesn't live there anymore. And I left that lawnmower out. It's an Ego. I still have it. I left it out in the driveway where he could see it for maybe about 15 minutes while I ran inside to get a cold glass of water. By the time I came out, he had walked around the block. You can't walk across. There's no bridge or anything. It's just a waterway. And it's way too deep for him to, you know, he didn't swim over. By the time I came in to get the water and I went out, he was out there. He had been watching me with that lawnmower. I really suspect he was going to try to steal the lawnmower and maybe steal the batteries because that's really the most expensive component. But it's like he was watching me. Did he end up doing it? No, but I got similar cards with that Thief card, that Page of Swords card. So again, just better safe than sorry this week. I don't think anything terrible is going to happen, but there could be something like that where you just suspect that had you not come out in that moment, you know what I mean, that they may have taken it. That's kind of the energy here. I want to get you 3 cards of advice for those of you where you are attempting reconciliation this week, but it's a heavy lift for you because there's a trust deficit here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, 8 of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. See, and that was you here having this Ace of Wands with this person. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands in the reverse. Your advice here, if you want to move forward and have this creative or new passionate beginning with this person, because again, I don't know who it is. Maybe it's a friend of yours. There's just something here of like, make sure you continue to focus on your healing. It's not, you can't just like jump back in bed with them or, you know what I mean, or start a new creative project or, you know, suddenly go out to the pickleball courts, like whatever this is for you. I do see you here wanting to reconcile, and your advice is you can move forward with that if that's what you think is in your best interest, but don't forget about your healing because you're at an emotional loss here in this connection. And 6 of Wands in the reverse, yeah, that's betrayal. So it's like, don't ignore the fact that there's a wound there and you still need to work on it. For those of you where you have a trust issue with someone who did not betray you, you're sort of projecting a trust issue onto them because of what someone else in the past did to you. 3 cards, please, for that. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Swords in the reverse, 5 of Cups in the upright, and 4 of Pentacles in the upright, and then that 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's something here. I mean, both groups here. The unexpected loss of trust that you had, whether it's with the person who did it or someone else, there's something here that you still need to work through. You can't hold on to that trust issue forever. Should you trust people blindly moving forward? No. But the only way you'll be able to actually nurture some healthy connections in your life is if you actually invest time into healing that wound. The best way for you to restore trust in other people, in humanity, is for you to restore trust in yourself. Because the reason why, and I'm not blaming you as the victim, and I went through this recently, a lot of the times that 7 of Swords or 10 of Swords, our intuition was telling us all along that something was wrong, and we failed to listen to it. So not only, and that's why I think sometimes that pain hurts so much, because it's not only like that person betrayed us, we sort of betrayed ourselves because we didn't listen to our intuition. So the best way for you to be able to restore trust in others, whether it's the person who did it or not, You're going to have to work on restoring trust in yourself. You're going to have to work on healing that wound within yourself when it comes to you trusting your intuition. That's what you need to work on. And you can Google different ways. How do I heal my connection to my intuition? There's lots of different ways that you can do that. I would look into doing that, because then next time, then you can move forward. And again, not blindly trust, but then you can trust people, because when that red flag alarm goes off inside, you're going to trust yourself enough to trust it. See what I mean? So it almost doesn't matter what the person or people are doing. You're going to trust yourself enough to trust when that red flag alarm goes off. And I want to get 3 cards of advice for the creepos that are watching, that are watching you. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 7 of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Hangman in the upright. I don't think they're going to do anything. I don't. But still, I would make sure that you keep... This seems like foolish, immature behavior. This is like the kids, I don't know where you live in the world, but in America, like on Halloween Eve, mischief night, they toilet paper your trees, or they throw eggs at your house. I don't know if the kids do that anymore. I'm in my 50s, but it seems more like mischief. It doesn't really seem like big burglar type of stuff. So I'm glad that I looked into that. But someone could be a little mischievous, like stealing a package off of your porch, that kind of stuff, okay? So just be mindful of that. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, maybe just found it to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.